Namaste. Welcome to Vishwa Yoga. My name is Vishwa. In this video, I will briefly talk about some of the sexual practices of Tantric Hatha Yoga. I assume you have already watched my previous videos on Tantra and Hatha Yoga. They will give you the foundation for better understanding and connecting the dots. I will also drop some of the important links in the description of this video. So let me directly come to the topic. In most of the Tantric Hatha Yoga texts, as I mentioned in the previous video, sexual practices are mentioned under three main mudras: Vajroli, Sahajoli and Amaroli. In general, Vajroli applies to men, Sahajoli to women and Amaroli to both. However, these are said to be the variation of Vajroli mudra. In reality, Vajroli has 7 major practices, also known as Saptavidha Vajroli. But keeping the scope of this video, I will only talk about 2, Vajroli and Sahajoli, as they are the counterparts. So first about Vajroli. The word Vajroli is derived from the word Vajr, which has various meanings, including thunderbolt, diamond, lightning or mighty one, etc. And Oli means to control or mastery, and also Loli means swallowing or sucking. So Vajroli means that lightning force or strength through which you can control and move your energy or suck it upward using urogenital muscle or pelvic floor. In simple words, for men, you can refer to it as urethral lock. Furthermore, in the context of Vajroli mudra, Vajra is related to the name of the energy channel connecting sexual organs and the urinary system with the brain, which connects to other parts of our body. Vajranadi carries masculine solar energy like Pingala does. It is also known as a psychic pathway that is associated with the Sushumna Nadi with powerful psychic forces. Even if you are not into yoga, some of the major benefits include improved sexual health. You will start to last longer in bed, as Vajroli primarily focuses on controlling ejaculation, thus helping in preventing premature ejaculation, as many face this issue today. It also helps to heal erectile dysfunction, prostate and impotency issues. As a result, it increases your vitality, willpower, mental power and confidence. If you have less frequent ejaculation while your mind is at peace and not craving about sex, then this potent energy in semen helps you to look young and radiant, and also remind you it is not from suppressing sexual desire. As you progress further, you can also able to move sexual energy which is part of Kundalini energy. In the advanced stage, which is practiced by only rare ones, under the guidance of a qualified teacher or master, you can gain the ability to drop or swallow back ejaculated semen or vaginal fluid through the urethra. This is known as Vajroli Sanskar or Vajroli Samskarna. Now Sahajoli. The word Sahajoli is derived from word Sahaj, which means natural or spontaneous, and Oli again refers to control or mastery. This Sahajoli is the practice of natural control or spontaneous arousing. When applied to women, it first focuses on the mastery of vaginal muscle control, including pelvic floor muscles. In contrast with Vajroli, it can be referred to here more like an anal lock. As you progress in this practice, you get the ability to control the vaginal fluid and energy. Though yoni has a natural power to make the lingam to ejaculate, but in advanced stage of this practice, yoni muscle gain the ability to even milk or suck semen during intercourse if desired, which is different from ejaculation and very similar to Vajroli. Some of the advanced practitioners are said to have control over the flow of ovulation, menstrual blood, and amrita at their will. Sahajoli is connected to the same Vajranadi that encapsulates the Chitrani Nadi. Chitrani Nadi carries the feminine energy or lunar energy like Ida. This Nadi is psychic pathway associated with Sushumna Nadi, which is also connected to the brain and other part of the body with powerful psychic forces like Vajranadi does. Now, Sahajoli has similar sexual health benefits in women like Vajroli in men. It increases pelvic floor strength, energy, and vitality. You will find enhanced sensuality and awareness with spontaneity, with reduced stress. It helps to connect with your body, balance hormones, plus harmonize the energy for emotional well-being. It keeps a woman looking young and radiant by having control of her sexual energy and harnessing that energy for her well-being. The purpose of these sexual practices is to convert sexual energy called retas into highly refined pranic and psychic power called ojas or vital energy. This process is called urdhva retas or sublimation of sexual energy. In the other words, using these mudras, the downward flowing energy can be converted into upward moving energy, or this sexual energy can be redirected, channeled throughout the body. You know, men and women carry a dominant energy, but as they come together with a purpose, they help each other to activate the root or Muladhara chakra, and if practiced methodically, lighten up to the state of a higher level of consciousness. Just think of it for an example. When two terminals of electricity come together to light up a bulb. In general, no matter which level of practice you do, both men and women will have increased awareness and control over their sexual energy and pelvic muscles with greater sensitivity. This is where you also apply the knowledge of Kama Sutra. You will step into the art of lovemaking, not just different sexual positions, but apply the various modalities connected to different aspects of this practice, including healing, which is a very important one to mention here, though I won't go much in detail. You will start to have more pleasure, heightened or intense orgasmic experiences, which can be expansive and sometimes very transformative. Beside the spontaneous juicy moments, now you also start to schedule a long, meaningful, and delightful intimate time with your partner. Sexual life has different purposes for different people. Means for a tamasic person, it is for progeny. For a rajasic person, it is for pleasure. And for a sattvic person, it is for enlightenment. Hatha Yoga text says, semen and ova contain the life force or prana to give a new life, as we all are born through that. So if they can be controlled, then through the same prana, our body as well as the mind can be controlled. So the highest purpose of Vajroli and Sahajoli mudra practice is to activate the Kundalini energy through sexual intercourse. But even an ordinary person not looking for Kundalini awakening can highly benefit from improved sexual health and pleasure. But please keep in mind that Vajroli and Sahajoli is not the ordinary sexual practice or a monkey sex. It is entirely different. Vajroli or Sahajoli has nothing to do with the strong movement with lots of friction for a release. In this practice, you create harmony, and the movements are well defined with set patterns. You approach from a calm and peaceful state of mind, like you approach into a temple or church with patience and reverence for this moment with your partner. The man practicing Vajroli controls semen ejaculation, and the female using Sahajoli practice controls flow of lubrication. In this way, neither dissipate their energy, rather they mutually increase each other's energy and aura during this practice. Here, there is no hurry to reach somewhere or release something, but just be there in that moment. As Hatha Yoga Pradipika again says in chapter 3, probably verse 83, these practices do not require to follow formal rules of yoga, but you still need to know how to practice them correctly. In the next video, I will talk about the stages for these practices so that you will get an idea. So this was a short introduction to the major sexual practices of Tantric Hatha Yoga practice. If you have any question or would like to know more, please feel free to contact me. Thank you very much for watching this video and have a wonderful day. Namaste. Thank you so much for listening. If you like the information, please subscribe, like and share so that everyone else can also enjoy this.